Okay, I hope you all can see me here. I guess I'm going to do some explanation about this particular tractor and why I said that it was built here in the United States and shipped overseas to be built. The reason that I said that was because in the research that I did here in the United States by more than one John Deere dealer, and they seem to know a little bit about the 7530, was that the 7530 was built in the United States from 2009 till 2011 in, I want to say Waterloo. I'm not sure if it was in Waterloo or not, but that's what I was told. When I said that I was purchasing, and I did speak to John Deere before I purchased this tractor, I asked them where this particular tractor was made. And they said, well, the tractor was made here in the United States, and it was shipped to Germany to be assembled in Germany for European production for the 2 years before it was able to come here to the United States. Which I kind of thought was a little strange, but not really too much, because Toyota does this. So does Nissan and Subaru and a whole host of other companies. They ship parts all over the world and to their assembly plants in other countries, and it's just not an unusual thing. So I took that for face value. I am not entirely wrong. I was corrected by a fella, and I would like to read what he has told to me, or what he wrote to me. A fella, what is this? Where the heck are you at, Mr. Gillian? No, it wasn't him. I have several, Shane Dwyer, D-W-Y-E-R, Shane Dwyer, wrote to me a really nice letter. I've had jackasses write to me, tell me I'm a fucking idiot and I don't know what I'm talking about, but that's okay, because sometimes I do have foot and mouth disease sometimes, and I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. So, I'm going to read what he wrote, and then, you can take it from there as to if you think I'm a jackass or not. I don't think I'm a jackass. I think I was misinformed by some people that work for John Deere and Company, which doesn't surprise me either. But anyway, here it is. It says, "Hi Wesley, my name is Shane Dwyer of West Coast of Ireland. I'm a big fan of your videos and have been watching your YouTube channel for many years. Now, I'm a John Deere mechanic, and I'm very familiar with the German-built tractors like your 7530. You have mentioned in your videos that the 7530 was made in America and assembled in Germany. This is only partly true. The rear differential housing and rear half axles were indeed made in Waterloo." Yay, I was correct on that part. "And were known as the Iron Cross, but that is the only part of the tractor that was made in America. The 6.8 6068HL engine was made in Saran in France. The auto power transmission was made ZF and is a ZF ECCOM transmission. The hydraulic pump was made by Robert Bosch, or Bosch Rexroth, by Bosch Rexroth. Let me get my words right. The cab was made by John Deere in Bruxelles in Germany." I'm probably hacking the shit out of these names, I'm sorry. "These are very good tractors, but are not without the problems. I would agree with you about removing the EGR. This can be remapped to remove it, but should only be done by a competent person that has worked with the Siemens ECU in the tractor. But there is an alternative to remapping. If you look at the steel pipe to the left of the EGR valve, there is a temperature sensor on the pipe. If you purchase another sensor and plug out the one on the pipe and plug it into the new sensor, then cable tie the sensor to one of the intercooler pipes, the temperature around the engine will never be within the parameter for the EGR valve to open." I think I'm going to have to try this, because I really hate EGR valves. Pumping hot, burnt gas through a clean motor, not a good idea if you ask me. Okay. "You have shared a lot of information on the American-built Deeres with me over the years, so I thought I would give you some information on the German-built Deeres. If you would like any other information about these tractors, feel free to reply to this email. Thank you for your time. Keep up the good work. Kind regards, Shane Dwyer. Now, the funny thing is, when you look on an American site for John Deere on the 7530, from 2009 to 2011, it states that that tractor was built in Waterloo, Iowa. Now, I know this to be a German-built 7530 because you walk your carcass over here and you take a look on this side where the serial number is. It says right there, come on, focus now. Come on, focus now. Come on, focus, you bugger. Why are you not focusing? Well, we can smack it a little bit. I hope this whole video is not out of focus. There it is. Deere & Company, Moline, Illinois, USA, made in Germany. Now, I know that the most of the 6000 series tractors that are on the shores of the United States of America were produced in Germany. I know that. It's just factual. They're made there. The 7530, 7430 premium, 7330, 7230 premium tractors, or 7230 tractors are pretty much the same frame, just a little different horsepower setting, and they could sell that very same tractor for different price ranges depending on the power requirements you needed. It's like that with the big behemoth 8530. I believe the 8530 and the 8430 share the same frame and parts. I know they do. The 8120, the 8220, 8320, they all shared the same parts also. The 84 and 8520s were different, which I found out the last time I stuck my foot in my mouth. Yeah, so the naysayers about me purchasing these tractors over in England, you know what, kiss my ass. You know, I have to do what's right for my pocket, and I have to do what's right for this farm, and I saved a lot of money by buying these two tractors over in England. I really enjoyed the trip. I enjoyed the challenge of doing so. It was not easy, but it was fun and it was worth it, and I will be doing it again. Will I teach people to do this? No, I will not. If you want to purchase a tractor over in England and you want me to take a look at it and ship it on over, or if you want to contact me about buying a tractor over in England, Europe, or wherever, hey, I'm more than happy to do the legwork for you, but I have to make a few dollars. I mean, it's called capitalism. That is not a plague in the United States. It's actually what has kept this country together for the last 40 some odd years. So, there it is. 242 years, I believe? Whatever it is. Anyways, I'll help you out, you know. I mean, I got to make some money too, and I don't have a problem doing that. So I hope I have set everyone's minds at ease with the 7530. They were built here also. Unless I'm totally fucking blown off the map here by somebody that says that they weren't, because in the paperwork that I've read, this tractor was also produced here in the United States, which kind of doesn't make sense to me, because if it's made in Germany, just throw it on a boat and send it over. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. All I do know is that these tractors were available here in the United States, and that is why I purchased it. I would not purchase a 6930 John Deere tractor. I wouldn't. Any of the 6000 series tractors that were not sold here, that were strictly for the European market, I won't buy those. That's why I had no problem buying 8530. Trying to purchase the 7930 that's over there as soon as I sell some of the tractors that I do have here. The 8530 was on that cuff of, do I want to buy it or don't I want to buy it? But when I found out that it was sold here and is serviced here and I can get all the parts here without any problems, I had no problem purchasing it. Here's at the very end of this video, I was talking with Travis and Ryan from How Farms Work a little bit on their live feed last night, which is going to be several nights ago now by the time this video gets up. And Travis said that he wouldn't ever want to buy a European John Deere tractor because he doesn't like the looks of them. You can't look at that tractor and tell me you think that's ugly. That is a work of art. I don't care what anybody says. That is a work of art. On this tractor, really the only difference between the U.S. models and the European or English models are those headlights in the front. Got a couple of beacon lights up there, which I enjoy immensely. Power mirrors, all that happy stuff. But for the most part, that there, and I'm going to walk around to the back here. And those there are really, this hitch system is really the only difference between the U.S. models on the 8530 and the European English models. All that stuff is completely removable, replaceable, interchangeable. Before I hook to the Krone baler, all this stuff, that's coming off. I'm going to actually purchase the sway blocks and everything are fine, and the lift linkages are they're just chopped off and welded on, if you didn't notice that. But I can buy the regular ones from John Deere or a salvage yard and put the regular American lift linkages on. I'm going to, well, I might as well do that because I'm going to be purchasing them from, I'm going to be purchasing the hitch assembly from a salvage yard, so I might as well just buy the lift or pull arms also. Yeah, this is actually a Sourman. I don't mind this hitch, and I would use this hitch on the big baler, but the problem is it'll catch hay, I think, but this hole isn't big enough, and I don't feel that the tongue is heavy enough to handle the weight load that I'm going to be putting on it. So I hope I've answered some questions that you've had about, or answered some questions, ate enough crow, and made you feel a little bit more at ease about where or why this tractor, where its origins are from. I love the tractor, to be quite honest with you. I offered it to Ryan from How Farms Works, but he said no. He said, well, he's in the maybe phase of it. But I'd let this one go and get another one. I actually have another one lined up over in England, and I'm hoping, actually was hoping to get the 7930 that's over there and another 7530 because, and actually I would buy 3 because I got a neighbor that wants one of these things. So if I get 3 of them together, damn, that's a hell of a truckload. Actually, it'd be 2 truckloads. But anyway, thanks for watching. You know what to do. Rate and subscribe.